Hello. Hello, all my chickadees. Hello, hello, hello. Do. Sorry for the delay there. Let me see. Do. Hi. What, kitty kitty? I have a kitty fussing in the corner. What are you doing? What are you doing? But hello. I am not sure what we're going to play today, so we are going to pick together. I have well over 600 games stashed away. And are we in the mood for something cute or something creepy? That is the question we always face. Uh, oh, I wanted to tell you guys about my cat. Well, you guys know I have kitties. I have several kitties. Um, but one of the kitties, Guangsu, he has discovered when I am making tea, if he's in the kitchen, he gets a little bitty like slip of milk. So he needs to join like Milk Anonymous. I vote cute. Okay, I can go down with that, Peridot. Oh, I need to turn on the chat thing. But yeah, he knows when I'm making tea. I mean, the kettle goes off, and it of course, it's like wee all that. But he shows up after the kettle's done and after the tea's already been set for a while because he knows the delay. He knows, like, I let the tea sit for 5 minutes and then I add milk in. So he knows if he can time it and show up just when I'm getting out the milk and look how cute he can get some milk. I have a very smart child. So he gets milkies. I call it tea time. I'm like, you want some tea time? So he is like the cutest little fur ball. Okay. All right. Vote for cute. Awesome. I don't know why I have a default for anything dark and scary. All right. Do we want to play several small games or do we want to play a longer game today? It is kind of hilarious how many dark games I have. But I do have a cute section. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Aw, tea time. Yeah. It's tea time for my baby. I need to share a picture of my kitties on here sometime for you guys. That one looks cute. Let me. I think I have a type, guys. Okay, that one looks cute. So, how's everybody's week been so far? Mine's been okay. I don't know how I did it, but I'm somehow reading 4 different Dawn Mays at once. Um, and one that I'm reading is it's called Love the Villain, and it has over 400 chapters. I am 100 and like 50 something chapters in, and it's already been, let's see, the novel started when they were 13. They're now 42. I'm not even halfway through the novel. I'm like, what, where is this going? I'm not around to playing it. I was actually very close to streaming it one day, and I didn't. Uh, a lighthearted, probably unnecessarily drama heavy BL. Well, now it says drama heavy, but it looks cute. Been fine doing portfolio reviews with students at work, making a dress in free time. Awesome. Is it a complex dress or is it like a more chill, comfy dress? Are you having hyper time? My orange cat came running in and like looking around at things. And I said that and he just goes bolting out as fast as he possibly can. Oh goodness. Or we could have a Stardew Day. I know. I'm supposed to be prepared for what's going on. I I blame the Dawn May. Okay, I've been staying up until like 3 in the morning reading Dawn May every night. Okay, I have a problem. I have a problem. I really do. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to have the internet sometimes. Dee 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 dee. Damn, four? Yeah, four. Because, it was one, and then it became two because the first one I was waiting for the translator to update chapters. So then became two, and I stuck with the second one for a very long time. And then I was like, oh, what's on this bookmark page? And then it led me to another page, and I start reading that. And then I stumbled across a comment on Twitter. So the first one I'm reading is the. Let me see. What's the full name? They all have very long names. It's kind of funny. Um, let's see. The first one, I think it upgrade. It new chapters are up, but I was distracted with the second one. This one, the first one I was reading is called. Oh my goodness. The male courtesan just wants to save money to buy land. And let's see. The second one is called Save the Villain, or Love the Villain. And the third one I was working on is also a mouthful. The prince can always hear the Secret Service servant chanting the Quenzing mantra before going to bed. And I think the one I was just reading a couple of chapters of last night or this morning, I don't remember. It all blends together. Is called This Veneral One Doesn't Want Children, but the whole reason I got on there was because I need to figure out how exactly this guy gets someone pregnant, and it's not an ABO novel. ABO is Omegaverse. ABO, ABO. It's a shirt waist style. It can be both casual and a little dressed up if I need to be. Oh, nice. I like it whenever they can do like multiple, things. saying the person who just wears simple clothes. Um, I mean, I wear the same thing every day. As you can see, this lovely hoodie, and yeah, I'm like, I like things with multiple purpose. Yeah, yeah, it's multiple purpose, all right. I sleep in it. I wear it. Wee. Okay, I think I've delayed long enough, huh? All right, let's get started. I think actually I am so indecisive. Ooh, Rabbit God. Wait, is this ringing? This is why I should not wait till last minute to pick a game. Okay, here we go. Alright, I know I have this game downloaded. Now, where is it? A. Thank goodness things can... A. There we go. Alright, here we go. We are gonna play, Akiya? 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 I think it's like Akiya. Akiya? 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 I'm just thinking of that, Victorious episode where they're trying to get all the little letters out of the ice cream to spell Kesha so they can have a Kesha concert so she can get out of like working for her sister or something. So they're just putting up the letters and they go, they just put the letters up, and every time the letters go up they like yell out what it's spelling so far. It's like, Kiha! It's Kiha! There we go, the game loaded up. I love that episode. It's a good episode. Alrighty. I've been dancing around playing this one for a long time, so I'm glad we can finally play it. Alright, I was just going to update the Scream title real quick. What am I doing with my life? This one apparently is supposed to be very cozy. Oh my gosh, how do you spell this? Akiya. Okay. That is not how I was trying to spell it. I spelt it wrong again. Akiya. That's why. Why the heck am I... I cannot spell. There we go. Alright. Okay, this is uh Akiya? 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 And we're just gonna dive on in and see what it's about. You're a photographer, and high school summer vacation means taking on jobs whenever you can, right? The job you're on today was for your uncle in Tokyo. He's the owner of a real estate agent specializing in Akiya houses. Oh, I thought there was a way to look at it. Me? Okay. Wait, don't go back. How do you see the... It looks like it's going to give us, like, information, but I don't know how we get the information. Is it on the page? No. The reference document including explanation if it... Oh, is it a separate? Yeah, it is a separate thingy. Okay, hang on. I do this in Don May and I feel spoiled when it happens. There are a number of Akiya agencies in Japan. These agencies create listings for different housings. There is a number of Akiya databases where people can view these listings. Okay. It's not a field you're particularly familiar with. All you know is Akiya usually means empty house. From your uncle's description, it seems like an old traditional houses are abandoned in the more rural parts of Japan and get resold or auctioned for cheaper prices. And for this job, he's requested that you head over to Kyoto Prefecture to photograph the interior of one of the Akita houses. Take some nice pictures so potential customers get a better idea what it looks like inside. It'll help to have a photographer really capture the essence of the place. Well, I trust your judgment. With that and a ticket to Kyoto, you set off on a day trip to the abandoned house. Hold on, before you go, what's your name? Hello? Do I type here? Oh, okay. Well then, Sparrow, I wonder what you'll find. The house was quite a long way from the station, and you make a mental note to memorize the time of the last bus back. Even though it's noon, the streets are quiet. The only sound you hear are the buzzing of cicadas and the hum of a passing train, occasionally broken by a soft ring of distant wind chimes. Before you, the wooden fence around the Akiya has long weathered. Plants fill the gaps left by loose wood and mud. The townhouses in Heian, Kyoto were built almost entirely from natural materials. This include a Shukyabe, which is a mud wall. The revival of the Kiyomachi chapter from traditional... Okay, that was just telling you what it's from. Yeah, they normally did build a lot of it from natural materials. Past the gate, stalks of bamboo peeked out from the back of the residence, and patches of wild grass covered the path leading up to the entrance. You wonder how long it takes for grass to grow so tall. Yo, what are you up to? A voice calls out from down the street, interrupting your thoughts. Oh, look, it's the cutie! You look over and notice a boy around your age approaching you. He's wearing a typical school uniform and has a bag thrown over one shoulder. You remember seeing a couple of students in high school uniforms on the bus ride over. Maybe he's a local student? Oh, he has a red eye! Oh, that's fascinating. Wait, did I turn on? No, I didn't turn that back on. Too bad. Okay. Hello, Estify. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm sorry if I might got a little late saying that. It didn't pop up on my chat. That's so weird. Is my chat? Is my thingy broken? It might have been broken. Whoopsie. All right. He's got a red eye. That's so cool. No way. You planning on sneaking in too? He tilts his head and laughs. The sound is light and pleasant. What? No, this is for my job. Wait, two? This boy's gonna sneak in. We should just be like, wait, two? You're sneaking in? Well, it is for our job. There's no way. Is he some kind of delinquent? The baggy clothing, loose tie, bag tossed over one shoulder. Hold on. He could actually be a delinquent. You eye the boy suspiciously, hugging your camera closer. I'm just kidding, just kidding. I just got back from tutoring a friend, so this bag has my workbooks. You don't need to look that suspicious. Suspicious? No, I don't think you look like a delinquent at all. He laughs and claps both hands together. Don't worry, if we get caught, you'll do the talking. Since you're pretty cute. Explaining to... Hold on. I'm not breaking in. I'm here for a photography job. I'm a photographer, and I'm supposed to take pictures of this empty traditional Japanese house. These photos are for my uncle's real estate company. They're going on his website for potential buyers. How about I help you out? So I'll just be Huh? Help me out? Yep. Truth be told, I always wanted to explore this place with someone. Plus, I grew up in the area, so I could give you some advice. He does seem friendly, if not a little strange for the number of layers he's wearing during summertime. Yeah, why are you wearing so many layers? You got a long sleeve shirt, a tie, a vest, and who knows, he might be wearing an undershirt. Actually, I think he is wearing an undershirt. Wow, dude. Hearing what a local has to say would be interesting. But isn't this guy being a little too forward? Well, I guess that's fine. Who are you anyway? Right. Introductions. You can call me Toa. Toa. Not the kanji for harmony, but eternally. I'm second year at Minayama High. Since we're friends now, you can speak to me casually. 23. 23. Wow, we skipped things. 23. This is unaffiliated with Minayama High, which is a high school in This is just a quick reference to better situate the game in the modern world. Okay. I'm glad they put in a disclaimer. He's cute. He is cute. Why is my overlay not working? That's so weird. Because I have a chat overlay that's supposed to pop up over the game so I can see what you guys say. And for some reason, it's picking up absolutely nothing. That's disconcerting. I don't like that. Might have to actually go nab the actual thingy. Hang on. He is cute. Look at his little ribbon sticking out of his hair. He is so cute. He's a little cutie pie. And he's gonna give us like some info about how about the area. And he's like, I just really wanna like explore. I'm a good boy, and I'm like not like breaking in on my own. But since you're here, can I go in with you? I want to I want to see. All right, we're gonna pop out chat. I haven't done this in a long time here. All right, there we go. Now that's a more reliable chat. Ah, sure. I'm Sparrow. I've been doing photography as a hobby since middle school. I go to high school in Osaka, but I'm in Kyoto today for this job. Whoa, isn't that a long trip? You must be excited for this job. Yeah, I'm excited to explore the area. I don't get to travel a lot because of school, so I always wanted to visit Kyoto. It sure is a lot quieter than in the big cities in Osaka. I feel like I'm in a nostalgic film. Really, it's always been the same old for me. I love to see what it's like outside this area. Ah, I should mention. Toa's face lights up and he excitedly turns to the Akiya before you. My grandparents used to live in a Kiyomacha like this one, so I learned a bit about them growing up. So I could point out its cool features for you. Wait, uh, Kiyomacha? Does that word mean a Kyoto townhouse? Yep, they're townhouses that were built in the big city in Heian, Kyoto. So this place used to be a big city? Nope. Oh, I think my grandparents just mean they retained features of those townhouses. Who knows what the street corner looked like back then? The Heian period. Your teachers always talked about how it was like a time when Japanese art and literature flourished. This was also when Kyoto was the capital of Japan. You two make your way to the entrance of the Kiyomacha, Kiyomachia, dodging a few stray branches and overgrown shrubs. See? These here. Toa points to a space beside the entrance. Through the foliage, you can make out a wooden bench half obscured by vines and wild grass. These benches would be used for displaying merchandise. Huh? They didn't put them in the windows? Wait, windows looked different back then. I remember this part. Toa laughed, reaching up to move some vines to the side, revealing a row of thin wooden bars in place of typical windows. I used to love looking outside the koshi windows at my grandparents' place. As a kid, I could never figure out why you could see outside but not in. Oh, that's interesting. 7? 7. Hang on. 7, 7, 7, 7. You can look outside koshi windows but not inside. Okay, this is like references. I thought it was going to be more like telling us what was going on. Wait. Oh. That's interesting that they designed something that you can look out of but not in. Huh. Hello, Ohilia. Who is this cutie? This is Toa. He's explaining how old houses work for us. Toa was right. Even with the sun beaming down behind you, the interior of the Kiyomachia looked quite dark. Moving closer, you notice a layer of glass behind some of the wooden bars. It looks like this place had some renovations since it was first built. You take a couple of pictures of the front garden, careful not to step off the stone path. Sparrow, help me open these. Toa is waiting for you at the entrance. As you approach, the you notice the Kielmachia is built on a slightly raised ledge off the ground. With your combined strength, the front door slides open with a soft creak. Toya hums and you step inside. Toa from Slow Damage? That was the first thing I thought too. Because I feel like that's really not a common name. Oh, it's nice in here. Oh, you can see the extra doors lying off to the side. The interior feels like a whole different world. Now that you're inside, the smell of wildflowers and plants is replaced by the soft, earthy scent of cedarwood. Beams of light illuminate the large space from the ceiling, causing specks of dust to glimmer as they fall. The space is both brighter and bigger than you first expected. You recall how on the map you saw, the length of the house looked almost double its width. Before you was a familiar Ginkan entrance, a bit more weathered. Ginkan 11. Oh, they have pictures. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's like a porch, and then the doors and porch. It makes you. Oh, okay. Think of like the sliding doors, leading into the house in My Neighbor Totoro. There you go. That's what it looks like. Sounds like someone who has mommy, daddy, and sister issues. Oh. Who? What? It smells less stinky than I expected. Everything sure looks worn out. I wonder how long it's been since someone visited. We might be the first in a while. That door kicked up a lot of dust. Past the ginkan, there are a number of small wooden cabinets and drawers with assortments of old pots and plates scattered about. Items belonging to the previous tenant, no doubt. On both sides, there are rooms with a raised floor and tatami mats. And at the back of a long hallway, there's another door that seems to lead to a back garden. The entrance is ajar, illuminating the space from the back. Check it out! They have a little mascot! As he steps beside you, Toa immediately points to the small hand-sewn plush hanging from the side of one of the log cabins. It looks vaguely lobster-shaped, but you can't tell for sure. You're about to step into the tatami room when you suddenly pause, looking over to Toa. It's been years, and there's already layers of dust on the tatami mat. I'm sure they won't mind. Somewhere my grandparents are looking down with shame. Oh, stepping on the tatami mat. You both issue a silent apology to the owner for stepping on the tatami mat with your shoes on. Oh yeah, you guys are in trouble. There are other pieces of wooden furniture in the room with the mats, probably abandoned because it would have been a lot more hassle to move. You spot a couple of wooden panels leaning against the wall. Right there. They look like a thicker version of the koshi windows. Oh, what's your head? You quickly turn, only to bump into something hanging from the ceiling, sending a shower of dust raining down on your head. You cough and cover your nose from the dust, fanning your face before taking a closer look at what you just ran into. Oh, is this right here? The object hanging from the ceiling seems to be an old charm of sorts. It's made of a small wooden plaque and bell attached together with a braided cord. Toa looks like he's trying not to laugh, and you quickly dust yourself off in embarrassment. If it's a good luck charm, maybe it's a sign of good luck. Toa smiles and lightly ruffles your hair to help get the dust off. Hey, hands off. The dust sprites, they got me. More warning next time. The dust sprites got me. The, Susuwatori are going to take me away to the spirit world now. You wave your arms dramatically, causing Toa to laugh. If they do, I'll come find you. But jokes aside, I'll definitely stop you before you run into any beams. More what now? Toa points up, and you notice that instead of a second story, there seems to be a tall attic held up by wooden beams. Doesn't it look impressive? I heard these houses would be built with just natural materials. The beams are all joined together. Speaking of materials, do you know what these are? Is he the Terminator? Why is his eye so red? Maybe it's just natural. I think it's cute whenever characters have two different color eyes. What is this visual novel even about? We're just chilling. The beginning of stream, I was like, are you guys wanting a cute game or a creepy game? And cute one. So we are having a cute moment. We just chilling. We came to take pictures for our uncle. You point to the panels at the side of the room. Looks like fusma to me. They probably fit on the grooves in the ground. Isn't that like replacement doors? Like, for winter? Like thicker doors, I think? Oh my gosh, where did I put the reference? I don't know. Where'd the reference go? I lost the reference page. Okay. There are indeed grooves on the floor. They seem to be section off this room into two. It looks like by adding the fusma streams, the room could be adjusted to smaller or larger than it is now. And it's different from shoji windows? Yep, see how these look more opaque? The fusma feels like thick cloth to the touch. Taking a closer look, there's a faint pattern on what looks to be a landscape painting. While it's mostly faded, you notice scratches on the side. It's clear a lot of work was put into making them. Say, don't you wonder why people abandon these houses? Maybe they need too many renovations? Maybe it's difficult to adjust to the community. I don't know. Maybe renovations? I mean, I'm assuming things like pipes or stoves are really old now. Even if it's a cheap house, the renovations could be really costly. I see. And I guess it'll be difficult to suddenly move away from the community you're used to. Plus, if it's a bigger house, I wonder how they'll divide up the living area. Right? It's probably a big change from what most people are used to now, huh? I've gotten used to this. I didn't know a lot of these traditional houses were fading out. You must have visited your grandparents a lot then. Oh, yeah, that's right. I used to see them all the time. But that was a long time ago. I'm suspicious. I know this is supposed to be a cute, cozy game, and I'm already like, are you a ghost? Look the way his eyes move to us. Look at this. Oh, that's kind of spooky. Oh, no. Are you a ghost? No, he touched us. He ruffled our hair. We're good. But he's wearing like 3 layers in summer. Toa is smiling, but the expression doesn't quite reach his eyes. You get the feeling, despite his cheerful attitude, there's something left unsaid. Suspicious! Always with the ghost theory. I know! I have problems! But come on! Why are you wearing 3 layers? Let's try to cheer him up. Even though I'm not sure what you've been through, I'll do my best to learn more about these Keomachi so you can chat with me anytime. Since I know how it feels to want to talk about something, but none of your friends know anything about it. Uh oh. He totally lost his smile. I think we picked the wrong one. Oh, no, he's smiling? Okay, we did good. Toa smiles and the tension immediately dissipates. Isn't that sweet of you? Did you say that all you got? Do you say that to all the guys you meet? What? You know what? I take back what I said. You cross your arms and turn around while Toa laughs at your reaction. With that, the trace of nostalgia disappears. You suddenly notice a small space in the corner of the tatami room. Say, doesn't this corner look like a pocket shrine? Oh, yeah. Toa walks over to see what you're pointing at. That's how I used to dress in the summer. I used to wear my winter uniform even in the summer. Oh my goodness. Were you just... Did I mean, were you just cool with it? Like, you didn't mind temperatures, it didn't bother you? Like, I have a friend who wears like hoodies and like thick things in the summer because they're just freezing all the time. My grandparents used to keep their vase there. It said it was for aesthetic appreciation. People usually kept scrolls and flower arrangements there. You were just pointing at a random corner, but upon closer inspection, the area did look like a space that could fit into a small statue that could fit a small statue or vase. On the wall behind the tokonoma, you notice a groove that could have been used to attach a banner. You tried to imagine what the space looked like when it was used as a display. But Pocket Shrine is a surprisingly cute description. What was that? Nothing. Geez, you gotta speak up sometime. Are we just hard of hearing? Because we're always like we can't hear him. By the way, don't you think the tall roofs make this look extra big? Plus, there's a surprising amount of natural light. You look up, trying to locate the skylight along the tall beams. Ah, Sparrow, that's... Ledge! What? Oh. The floor beneath you suddenly disappears beneath your feet, and you feel yourself falling backwards. Before Toa grabs you by the arm, causing you both to stumble off the raised ledge. Thud. You land with a heavy thud, but the ground beneath you feels soft. Toa! Somehow, Toa managed to sandwich himself between you and the ground before you land, taking most of the fall. Are you okay? You frantically look up at Toa. Thankfully, it looks like you both stumbled into a patch of dry grass and vines. Behind you, there's what looks to be a miniature garden, sitting square in the middle of the house. Don't worry, the textbooks were a nice cushion. I doubt they were. Those things are hard. Well, granted it's England summer, but it could rain anytime. But if you get hot, just take off your blazer or jumper and put it in your bag. True, true. Toa laughs and props himself up on one arm, picking out a dry leaf from his hair. From the proximity, you notice that one of his eyes is a darker shade of red. We just now noticed this? And you're basically half laying on top of him. I'm so sorry, I'll get off right away. You quickly move out from the awkward position, practically jumping to your feet. Offer him a hand. You feel your face burn, quickly offering Toa a hand. Thank you. Toa takes your hand, and despite your embarrassment, you notice his hands are surprisingly cold. Wait, you're freezing. Don't worry. Toa quickly pulls his hands back as he stands up, dusting off his sweater. It's just bad circulation. It's nice and cool inside the Koamachi during summer, after all. I noticed it in 2 seconds and took you 40 minutes. Yeah. It took us a while. Is he a vampire? No, apparently he just has bad circulation. You sure you're alright? It's really nothing to worry about. Offer him gloves! There is no way he has a jumper on. Offer him gloves. But his reassurance fall on deaf ears as you ruffle through your camera bag, pulling out a set of gloves. I've been carrying these around in my case in case my hands get cold when taking photos. In any case, please put them on. Thank you. Geez, I thought you were strange for wearing the winter uniform in the sun, but I understand now. It didn't make me extra. It didn't make me extra mysterious and charming. You're extra susceptible to catching a cold. That's what. Offer to hold his hand. I mean, that would be one way to warm up his hand a little, huh? You huff and quickly turn around, causing Toa to laugh. By the way, why is there a garden here in the first place? I didn't expect one to be sandwiched in the middle of a kamamacha. Kamamacha, oh my gosh. I'm getting worse and worse on how I pronounce that. Having an interior garden is more common than you think. Or so I've heard. Toa pushes a stray bamboo branch aside, revealing the rest of the garden. The space is smaller than you expected. Only a small patch of sunlight streaks down from above. Bamboo stalks and a veranda obscure most of the sky above. My grandparents call it the Inanwa, or Garden of Darkness. That sounds suspenseful. Toa laughs, giving you a playful nudge. Okay, gotta go. Tell me what happens after. Okay. Bye, Ohilia. Thank you for popping in. Have a good day. Hey, I bet there's a horror novel somewhere about old houses out there. I bet there is. I guarantee there is. And the Subanawa garden definitely sounds scarier than something like a chair. You'd be surprised. Say, you mentioned these photos are for the real estate company, right? What do you think's gonna happen to this place after it's sold? I wonder. Maybe the new owner will restore it. Maybe it'll be renovated into a community center or museum. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe it'll turn to a cafe or shop. Continue the conversation. I think it'd be cool the owner restored it. You know, do what they can to preserve the traditional culture. I'm sure it'd be really cool if younger generations are able to see what these traditional spaces look like. That would be nice. Wonder how much they'll change. Well, they'll probably have to start by cleaning up the place. Oh, and reinforcing it against earthquakes. Shoot, maybe I should have considered that before we just walked in. Hey, these pillars have been holding up surprisingly well all these years. I'm sure you don't have to worry. Oh, I guess we can just talk about all of it. Maybe you'll be renovated into a community center. Wouldn't that be cool? It would be like a community center where people can visit and learn about traditional culture. I haven't seen one myself, but I read online they were able to reconstruct one just in time for the Gion Festival. What's that? I heard it was a yearly tradition to ward off epidemics since all the way back to the Heian period. Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't been to one since they're held here in Kyoto. Toa laughs, looking away bashfully. What can I say? I guess I've been glued to this street corner all my life. As always, I'm suspicious about Ghost again. Because Ghost can't leave a certain area. Right, I remember now. My uncle was telling me about how with the matcha restored, community was able to celebrate the festival there again. Whoa, that sounds incredible. Maybe it'll turn to a cafe or shop? I heard there's a popular cafe in Kyoto that was actually renovated from an old Akiya. My friends were talking about visiting it together. So maybe the new owner will turn it to a cafe or a tea shop. Here, huh? I suppose there's a lot you can do with the big rooms here. I wonder if it'll bring a lot of tourists in the area. It would probably be a lot of work. But I like to visit a tea house like that. It sounds like it'd be really relaxing. Huh? Is that what it'll take for you to come back and visit me? Aw. Continued the conversation. What do you think? How about you? What would you like to happen to this place, I mean? To be honest, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's get back into this. Do, 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 do. If I'm honest, I'm not sure. I've gotten used to this place the way it has always been, just sitting in a quiet corner of the city. It would be nice if everyone could see what this house looked like back in the Heian, Japan. But it would also be nice if we could have more visitors like you. You must be a big fan of history, huh? I just picked up what I heard. My grandparents really love their place. When I stayed with them, they told me they didn't want to abandon the space out of respect for the older generations. That the wonderful memories they have couldn't be replaced. While to some people it might not make sense, I think they truly valued the heritage of the space. Toa gives you a rueful smile, and you take another look at the Akiya you're standing in. While the furniture is covered in a layer of dust, and the plants have taken over the front of the middle gardens, you imagine what the space would have looked like when it was first built. Running your hands over the smooth wall, you wonder what this place meant to someone in a different time. But looks like I've been reminiscing for a while. Toa smiles and claps both hands together, pulling you from your thoughts. I'm curious, what do you do in your free time? Other than photography, that is. Well, I usually hang out with friends. I usually spend time by myself. Sometimes I hang out with friends, sometimes I spend time by myself. We're gonna be like we chill by ourselves. It's nice to have time to yourself when you can just relax. That's really nice. Recently I got into this manga. You excitedly explain the premise of the series to Toa, making sure to mention how you think a side character will win over the protagonist in the end. What do you think? Do you think he'll be able to ask the protagonist on a date? I'm not sure, but I'll be cheering him on, I guess. It's really exciting. Hopefully I'll be able to find the series at a manga cafe. A manga cafe? You've really been living under a rock, huh? I still think he's a ghost. I don't care what you guys guys are getting on to me about. I think he's a ghost. I've never been to one before. What is it like inside? It's really cozy. You can order a hot drink and read. It's super relaxing. I want to go to a manga cafe. But how about you? What do you usually do in your free time? Toa thinks for a moment. Study? Huh? You just study all the time? Well, I guess it makes sense on how you memorize so many facts about the Kiyomachi, but that's too much. If you didn't have to worry about entrance exams, what would you want to do? I want to... I guess I would love to check out a big manga cafe someday. Going on a date sounds fun as well. I mean, we can help him with that. Well, I'm sure there's a manga cafe somewhere in Kyoto. Wait. You've never been on a date? With your looks, good personality, respectful to elders, good grades, you've never been asked on a date? Whoa there now. What are you trying to say? I'll take you on a date. I love that was an option. Be like, heck yeah. Huh? Huh? Toa scrambles to cover his face with his hands. He looks like he was just acting cool all this time and didn't expect you to double down. Maybe you could tease him some more. Geez, if you hate it so much. What? No, not at all. I would like that very much. You grin at his flustered expression, giving him a light tap on his shoulder. Here's the date then. How about we figure out the details once we're done here? Toa laughs. The sound is warm and reassuring. Sounds good. With a new spring in your step, you make your way towards the end of the hallway. We're gonna date him. Take him out on a date. Oh, look at this. Oh, is that another little, like, shrine? The back door slides open with some difficulty. Stepping outside, you're greeted by the smell of wildflowers and a warm sun on your face. This must be the, Okinawa. It sure is hot out here. Toe was right. The back garden is a lot brighter than the Suboranwa. I am butchering all this. I am so sorry. Garden, which is the little garden we found inside. The sound of cicadas fill your ears, and your eyes take a moment to adjust to the sun. The garden is a lot larger than the one tucked into the center of the Kamacha. It's filled with stalks of bamboo, wild grass, and very old trees. Tucked in the corner, vines half obscure what looks to be a stone lantern. The lantern is sitting in front of another structure, mostly likely a storage space. But the centerpiece of the garden is what catches your eye. At the end of the stone path, a small moss-covered shrine sits against a tall bamboo fence. Whoa, the owner must have maintained this well. Approaching the shrine, you notice the detailed stone and wooden carvings that decorate its interior. Looks like a small, Shinto shrine. You're vaguely familiar with Shinto beliefs. It's one of the indigenous religions in Japan where people worshipped various spirits, or kami, which represent various forces of nature. You also recall how a teacher said these shrines are considered a sacred space. Toa crouches beside you, admiring the delicate woodwork of the small shrine. Say, do you believe in kami? I'm not sure. Well, I'm not so sure myself, but I know a lot of people believe in them to an extent. The term kami is sometimes translated as god or spirit. Are you a kami? Maybe he's a kami. But in reality, they represent many different things, don't they? Ding, ding, ding. My grandparents told me they can be anything from a creator deity to a famous spirits of the dead. Even powerful and unnatural phenomenon. Aren't they usually worshipped at a shrine or associated with sacred objects? I haven't visited many Shinto shrines, but I heard there's all kinds of kami out there. It's always been interesting to me how people can worship different kami for different purposes. I heard during festivals or rituals you might even be able to encounter one. I suppose that's what some people believe. Sorry, this question was a bit out of the blue. No, I don't mind. I mean, I wonder if this is a shrine for the kami this household makes offerings to. Upon closer inspection, there's a small plaque on the side. While any paints that was once covering the sides have faded, you're still able to make out an inscription in kanji. With your phone's translator app, you might be able to read what it says. Ah! Toa suddenly exclaims, and he looks up to see him searching for something in his pocket. Seems like I dropped something on the way. I should go look for it. Oh, let me help. Don't worry about it. I'll check my pockets again. Give me a minute to see if I can translate this. Then we'll look around together. Toa nods, and you crouch to get a closer look at the wooden plaque. It's a short poem, but upon closer inspection, the kanji looks strange. Well, it's more like the words' meanings are all over the place. After typing the first words into a search bar, you suddenly realize what was off. Instead of Japanese kanji, the writing is actually in an old Chinese script, characteristics of a pre-Heian writing system. Changing the language settings on the app, the plaque reads as follows. With humble gifts, we ask for your protection. To cherish our memory, our lives, and culture. For the day the front door slides open again, when time has washed away all memories of us, to the kami of this land, you'll be here to guide them, eternally. You remember Toa's explanation of kami, how households would worship many different deities for different purposes. This poem appears to be a description of the kami the previous owner worshipped. Yet the last word seems familiar, as if it had a different meaning. Eternally. Isn't this the kanji for Toa's name? Hey, there is too many coincidences. He's got to be the freaking. This has to be his shrine. To the kami of this land, you'll be there to guide them. Eternally. So. He's a freaking kami. Right, introductions. You can call me Toa. Not Toa, the kanji for harmony, but eternally. I'm a second year at Minami High. Since we're friends now, you can speak to me casually. This kami, this inscription is dedicated to... Is Toa? The sun suddenly feels too warm, and the cicadas are chirping too loud. Hey, Toa? You turn, but he's no longer behind you. You stand up with a start, the sudden motion making you dizzy. Toa! Are you there? You're running towards the house now, the meaning of the poem slowly piecing together. Maybe you got it all wrong. Maybe it's just a coincidence and Toa's standing just behind the door. Or maybe he's actually a kami, the one who passes on their knowledge and information about their culture to a newcomer, to guide them through the house once the door reopens. The one who passes on their knowledge and information about their culture to a newcomer, to guide them through the house. You throw open the back door, causing it to slam into the wall. The sound echoes down the long, empty corridor. All this time, Toa wasn't describing his grandparents' experience. He was describing his own life, watching over each generation as a kami residing in the house. His deeply personal remarks about the Kamachi, his surprising lack of experience traveling to different places, the peculiar way he suddenly appears when you arrived. His question, asking if you believe in kami. Toa! Where are you? You run through the Kamachi, shouting his name while looking in the rooms you passed together earlier. The layout hasn't changed, and yet the space feels larger, more empty. Toa! There he is! You burst out the front door and Toa turns, standing at the edge of the road. I was just gonna go check at the street. Who are you? Are you really a kami? Okay. Oh my god, baby! You yell out the words before you can stop yourself, catching both of you off guard. Toa stands at the edge of the garden, frozen as you quickly walk towards him. Your name? Why was it on the shrine in the back garden? Are you actually the kami the plaque describes? You saw the inscription, huh? Does that mean it's true then? That you're not actually a human? You're right. I'm not. There was no smart remark, no flirty comeback. I'm a kami. Okay, well, we have to buy this house from our uncle and move in so we can live with our boyfriend. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gotta happen. Toa's words have a weight of finality to it. Seeing your reaction, he smiles ruefully, playing with the braided cord in his hair. You're kidding, right? You let the question leave your mouth, but his expression gives you all the answers you need. Toa softly sighs. He's suddenly standing too far, like he can turn the corner and suddenly vanish. Ever since I woke up here, decades, centuries ago, I've been living in a weightless in-between world. Well, maybe that was a bit too poetic. I guess I've just gotten used to listening to all the stories I've heard without being able to speak to anyone. Kami are everything and nothing. Objects, representations of emotions, states of the universe. The only thing I know for certain is that I'm not human. Don't say that. What? That I'm not human? I'm only speaking the truth. The world worlds of Kami and humans are separate. But must be exceptions. You said so yourself, that during festivals or rituals, the Kamis can interact with the world. You step closer, over the overgrown path and stalks of bamboo until you're face to face with Toa. And right now, you're really so many worlds apart. How are we talking right now? I'm not sure. It seems you're special? Toa winks. He's trying to lighten the mood, but you really can't put up with his antics right now. Isn't this what you wanted? To be able to learn about the world, to chat with people casually like this? Did I click? Stop it. I think I broke it. Hang on. There we go. It is. And don't pretend you weren't just about to leave without saying anything. Why are you content with just disappearing? You didn't realize how much you raised your voice until you paused. The silence that follows almost stings, ringing louder than the cicada's chirps. You know that I can't really be your friend. I'm only here because it's where my shrine was built. And this corner of the street is everything I've ever known. Today was fun. It's the most exciting day I've had in a long time. So I'll be content, existing in your mind as a passing summer memory. So I should quickly go before this goodbye gets awkward. You don't let Toa finish, pulling him into a hug. He's stiff for a moment before softly returning the hug. There. I'm still here. I wasn't planning on disappearing on you. Really. While his words are reassuring, the way his voice dips isn't. You're a big liar, you know. But I really am still standing here. Didn't you say we were going on a date? We gotta hold you to that. We're going on a date with you. Huh? You can't just say that and pretend it didn't happen. I was looking forward to it, you know. I see. Toa laughed, softly patting the back of your head. What's that for? Sorry. It's just that earlier I thought you wouldn't even notice if I suddenly left. What? How could you say that? You're being unfair, you know that? That would be awful. Leaving without knowing if something happened to you. I'll never be able to talk to you again. So don't go disappearing on me. I'll be worried, you know. Plus, I want to learn more about you. If that's something you want, of course. I'd like that very much, you know. Toa laughs. It's the same light, pleasant sound as you first met. Thank goodness. In that moment, just as long as you knew he wasn't going to disappear, it was enough. Good. I'll definitely find a way for you to visit the rest of Kyoto. I'm sure if I look it up, there has to be a way Kami can move more freely. Please, take this. Toa slides his bracelet off his wrist, holding it for you. The red string is delicately woven with an intricate design, and a small bell is woven in the center. Kami can only be moved within a shrine. But I learned early on that this, Himo allowed me to travel to the cities if someone carries it with them. It's not like a proper ceremony, which means I can always return here. It'll just let me explore outside the neighborhood. You're saying... I won't always be bugging you, of course. It only gives me the option of visiting the recipient of this bracelet. If it's too much to ask, you don't need to accept... You could do this the whole time! I didn't want to be a bother. Plus, I didn't want to impose... Since you've been so kind. You interrupt his stammering by pulling him into a tight hug. Toa laughs, returning the bear hug. I'll take that as... I'll consider it then? Wouldn't you like to know? You pull away and try to put on a faux serious face, but it's impossible not to smile at Toa's happy expression as you laugh together. While you can't call yourself an expert, it feels like you've learned just a little more about these traditional Kyoto houses today. That you can appreciate the heritage of the space just a little more, to have a better understanding of Japanese culture. And also, you were able to make a precious new friend. So, shall we go on a date today? Good end! Plans for a date! Ending 2 out of 3. Yay! 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 I was right. I was right. He wasn't human. So take that, chat. Ah. Oh, should I go after the other two endings? At the same time, I'm kind of like, no, that was perfect. Let me see. 3 endings. Okay, there's 3 total endings. Bum, 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 bum. Oh gosh. Oh, he's so cute. I love that we got the bracelet. I feel like I watched a drama that had that in it, that if you took the bracelet, it would allow them to leave the shrine. Oh, what was it? It wasn't. Oh, I didn't finish the drama because it hadn't been released yet, and then I got distracted. But he's so cute. We have a portable boyfriend. He can go with us. Oh my gosh, I'd be like paranoid about like whoever bought the house tearing down the shrine. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a true ending. Okay, well, we have to do this. We have to do this. Well, it looks like we almost got the true ending. I think the only thing we did wrong was because we asked to take him on a date. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Where did we leave off? Was it this one? I'm just gonna go backwards this way. I can't go any farther back than that. Oh no. So, we're gonna have to... No, I didn't mean to shut the game! Okay, I accidentally shut the game. We gotta get the true ending, though. I didn't mean to. I got too eager and I messed up. Okay. Okay, we gotta get the true ending. Oh my goodness, where is it? Oh no, I lost where I put the game. I'm a professional. Here we go. Alrighty. Alright, booting it back up. Should we actually get the bad one before we get the good one? So we can leave on a good note? I think we should. Bow, bow, bow. Let's start. And we can go skip. Okay. Whee! Hang on. I think we do all the same thing, except we do not ask him to go on a date. To get that one. Wait. Actually, we should get the bad ending first. I'm using the guide this time. Normally I find endings on my own, but I would like to finish this before the end of stream. Okay, so for the neutral ending, we pick all the options that sound more cold or uninterested. We gotta be mean. Nah. He's undeterred by your lack of response and breaks the silence while giving you a thumbs up. Don't worry, we'll be accomplices, so I won't tell anyone. Okay. Nah, the pay's just good. Plus, I didn't have to pay for the tickets. You show him a prepaid ticket and Toa laughs. Really? I'd love to visit Osaka someday. Ah, should I mention? Okay, you seen this? It smells less stinky than I expected. I was gonna say the same thing. Toa laughs and runs his fingers down a wooden beam. Must be from these. The previous owner took good care of these place. You knew the previous owner! I'm surprised they last this long without, I don't know, looking extra worn out. Sure is impressive. Okay. Hey, hands up! Okay. I think hands off would be more like mean. Toa immediately retracts his hand with a polite smile. Sorry, I'll definitely stop you before you run into any beams. He's like being so nice though. I don't know. Change the subject. You quickly work around, trying to find something to break the awkward silence. Say, doesn't this corner look like a pocket shrine? Toa blinks before bursting into a hearty laugh, and the trace of nostalgia is gone as quickly as it appeared. Oh man, I hate being mean to him. Don't offer a hand. You take a couple extra steps back, giving him space as he picks himself up. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. We are so mean. We are so mean. I don't like being mean. Oh my gosh. You must have a lot of friends. That sounds nice. Whether it's to study or just chat, I just think it's fun to hang out with other people. That is so mean considering he's always by himself. I don't like doing this. Plus, my friend's really good at finding places to visit. Okay, we're talking about Manga Cafe. You should go out more. Poor baby. You know, relaxing nice is once in a while. Right, it's just been hard to make friends with how small the neighborhood is. Well, have you considered visiting Osaka? Since you're on summer vacation, you should come sometime. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate it. Then I'll come play with you someday then. That's more like it. How about we figure out the details after this job? Sounds good. Alright, we've seen this. No, we don't believe in kami. I don't. I heard during festivals or rituals you might even be able to encounter one. I suppose that's what some people believe. We're so mean! I'm sorry, this question was a bit out of the blue. No, I don't mind. I mean, I wonder if this is a shrine for the kami this household made offerings to. Okay. Ah. Oh yeah, there's him leaving. I'll come with you. Thanks, I'll be quick. You quickly grab your bags, taking a couple pictures of the back garden before both of you retrace your steps. Oh, so we're with him because we didn't even translate it this time. Toa explains it's a bracelet similar to the one he's wearing, and that it may have fallen out of his pocket along the way. While you carefully scan the rooms you visit, you eventually find yourself at the front of the house to no avail. Geez, I might have dropped it on the way over. I should go back to check. Thanks again for helping me look, though. No worries, I can come with you if you like. You swing your camera bag over one shoulder, but Toa quickly shakes his head. That's alright, you've already done so much. Thank you for spending time with me today. This was the most fun I've had in a while. Geez, you gotta relax more often. Next in Osaka, we are so. I'd like that a lot. Goodbye, Sparrow. Toa waves and heads down the street from where you came, and you turn back to the Kiyomacha. Well, you can't call yourself an expert. You feel like you've learned just a little more about these traditional Kyoto houses today. Maybe you can't remember all the small details, the names of the festivals, or details about Kami, but everyone starts somewhere, right? To learn, to pass on knowledge, to believe wholeheartedly that the culture, heritage these Kamamacha carry is worth the time and effort that goes into renovations, preservations, and raising awareness. Even though you're not an expert, you can appreciate Japanese architecture just a little bit more. Plus, you were able to make a new friend along the way. We should exchange contact information. But as you look down the street, Toa is already gone. Will you see him again? No. Will he come to visit Osaka? No. You're not sure, but maybe that's okay too. To exist in a space of nostalgia, to remain as just a fond summer memory. Neutral in summer memory. Alright, now let's do the good one. I hate it being mean to him. Okay, we're gonna do the true ending now. My goodness. Okay, so I think this is gonna be like all that we've already done before, except we can't take him on a date. Or we can't offer to take him on a date. Wait, 2? Okay, skip. I'm excited! Everything sure looks worn out. The dust sprites, they got me! I think this one's anyone, right? Yeah. Try to cheer him up. Offer him a hand. Offer him gloves. He got cold fingers. We trying to make him feel better. What do you think? I think this one's any options. Right. Okay. Manga Cafe. Okay. I'll take you there as a friend. We can go check out a manga cafe together. It'll be really fun. I'll even show you around the city. I could also invite my other friends, so that way you'll know even more people from Osaka. Toa looks at you, surprised by your enthusiasm. You quickly add, only if you like, though. I don't want to drag you anywhere you don't want to. No, it sounds fun. I would love that a lot. I don't usually get to meet a lot of new people, so this is already really exciting. Say, you seem outgoing, but are you secretly shy after all? Huh? You resist the urge to laugh at his flustered expression, giving him a hearty pat on the shoulder. Hey, don't worry about it. Since we're already friends, I got your back. I even promise we won't get lost in the train system. Maybe. Toa laughs at your determined expression. The sound is warm and reassuring. I'm really looking forward to it then. With a new spring in your step, you make your way to the end of the hallway. Okay, we've seen this. Alright. Last option. This one, he's asking if we believe in Kami. We're gonna say yes. Well, a lot of people do to an extent, right? Ding ding. Okay, we've seen that. It's always been interesting to me how people can worship different kami for different purposes. I hear during festivals or rituals, you might even be able to encounter one. I suppose that's what some people believe. Sorry, this question was a bit out of the blue. I don't mind. I wonder if this is a shrine for the kami this household made offerings to. Okay, we have seen this. Okay, apparently this option doesn't affect anything. Wait, was I looking at the wrong one again? No, it wasn't. Okay. Okay, I thought I was looking at the wrong one. I was about to flip the table here. Um, who are you? You yell out the words before you can stop yourself, catching both of you off guard. Toa stands at the edge of the garden, frozen as you quickly walk towards him. Your name? Why was it on the shrine in the back garden? Who are you really? You saw the inscription, huh? Does that mean it's true? That you're actually not a human? You're right, I'm not. There is no smart remarks, no flirty comeback. Hamakami. Okay, we have seen this part. So, I should quickly go say goodbye before this gets Before Toa can finish, you grab his hand with your own. They're cold, and in this moment you wonder if these are the hands of a stranger. But despite it all, you know it's still him. He's frozen for a moment before slowly raising up his other hand to hold yours. There, I'm still here. Plus, we're friends now, aren't we? Isn't that what you wanted? You act smart, but you're also so dense. Huh? You said we were friends, but I don't think you know what that means. Being friends with someone isn't only sharing things with them, listening to their thoughts and giving yourself up for someone else. It's figuring things out together because you know you aren't alone. And even though it might be easier to hide or run away, being friends means you're there for each other. And you are a precious friend to me now. So don't go disappearing on me. I'll be worried, you know. Plus, I want to learn more about you. If that's something you want, of course. Toa laughs, and it's the same light, pleasant sound as when you first met. I liked that very much, you know. Thank goodness. In that moment, just as long as you knew he wasn't going to disappear, it was enough. Good. I'll definitely find a way for you to visit the rest of Kyoto. I'm sure if I'll look it up. Oh, is he going to do the bracelet? Can you hold out your hand for a moment? Okay, we have seen this. We got the bracelet again. So, shall we explore Kyoto City together? True end, friends. Ending 3-3. Aww. So, the true ending and the good ending were pretty much the same, except we ended as friends. But it was pretty much the same. I didn't like being a little mean to him, though. We knock him over, and then we're just, like, looking at him like, okay, get up on your own. That was still cute, though, that we fell into the inner garden, and he caught us to protect us. That's crazy. He just has been the spirit of the house, and he's been there and seen all the previous generations, so he knows the history of it. I swear whoever buys the house better not freaking like renovate and take down the shrine, okay? It'll break our boy's heart. we can't have anything happen to the baby. Alright, that was actually really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will try to have a game ready to go next week, okay? I got distracted. uh, so I will try to make sure I have a game locked and loaded so we can get started quicker next week. But he's a cutie. I'm glad we got to check this game out together. I will have a link down below so you guys can go check out this game for yourself if you want to, so you can have lovely moments with our little Kami baby. And we'll be live streaming again next Wednesday. Yes, I don't know what we're playing yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be another lovely game. All right, my chickadees, we're gonna have a. I'm gonna cut it off, and we're gonna have a little bit of a shorter stream this week. I've got some stuff to go do. Oh, hello, Okapi Flower. You popped in here right at the end. Hi, how are you doing? This was we played Akiya today. We went and explored an old house that was up for sale to take pictures for our uncle who's like in real estate, and we met this lovely boy right here, and he like gave us a tour about the house, and we got to flirt with him a little bit. It was fun. But I'm doing good today. Oh, God. It's starting to get warm over here. Been having to make sure my AC is on all the time. How is the precious boy today? Are you talking about me or him? Oh, I am fine. My tea. I drank all my tea. So I need to make more tea. Oh, yeah. I just got strawberry hibiscus tea again. Yay. I've been out of it for a while, so I can go make me a cup of that. It's so yummy. It smells just like Kool-Aid. I'm not lying, okay? It does have a nice strawberry taste. It's a herbal tea, but like it smells like Kool-Aid. I can't describe it. It's really lovely. All right, looks like my kitty finally settled down. He was like running around, having a hyperactive moment going on, little zoom zooms. I think he finally settled down for a little bit, and it looks like he's gonna take a nap. And the other one is probably off hunting a window pane for sunlight. He got his milky, and he was like, "I'm taking a nap too." All right. Well, I am going to end the stream for now, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I know this was a short stream, but I'm sure next week will probably be much longer. All right. This is actually the last day of the month, so tomorrow it's gonna be May.